What's up, guys? It's Connor, and I'm going to talk about Superman reboot stuff. Alright, well, of course, it's been announced that Zack Snyder, it's been announced quite some time, I just feel like doing a video about it now. Zack Snyder is the official director of the Superman reboot, entitled, right now at least, Superman the Man of Steel. And Christopher Nolan is helmed to produce and godfather the project with David S. Goyer writing. This is an amazing thing to listen to. A team of David S. Goyer, Christopher Nolan, and Zack Snyder all working on Superman. That is incredible. Well, Christopher Nolan has left the project, creatively at least. He's still producing it, but, he doesn't have any creative input on it anymore because he feels he needs more time to work on The Dark Knight Rises, which I'm all for, giving him as much time as he needs with Dark Knight Rises. We want him to go out with a bang, but I still want him on Superman. But, yeah. So, yeah, what do I think about Zack Snyder for Superman? I actually think that this is going to be really cool. Zack Snyder is a very stylized, very visual director. And with Watchmen, he proved that he can do superheroes. He may not do them, a lot of people didn't like Watchmen. I thought it was pretty good. And I feel he can do superheroes. Now, of course, Watchmen and Superman are very different. So, Watchmen is very dark and very violent, very brutal, and very, adult, pretty much. Watchmen is very adult. Superman is very, all ages. Superman is very clean. He's a man of upstanding morals. He's wonderful. And as you've seen, if you've seen Zack Snyder movies, he's got nudity and sexual stuff in there, and that does not need to happen. And Superman, like I said, is the man of upstanding morals. There should be none of that. He needs to keep it PG-13 and have it like that. And Superman doesn't need to curse. Superman doesn't curse, and he doesn't need to in this movie. So I'm just throwing that out there. So yeah, I'm actually all for this. Zack Snyder he's a very good director to watch. To watch his films is very entertaining. And they're really fun, and they're very stylized, and that's just what Superman is. Now, who I think should play Superman right now? Well, I think that Christopher Nolan is still a producer, so he still has a hand in the casting. So I think whoever him and Zack Snyder pick is going to do great. But as of right now, of all the names that have been thrown out there, the one that I prefer the most is Joe Manganiello from True Blood, a good actor on a terrible show. Yeah, if you don't know, he played Flash Thompson on the very first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie. It didn't, that wasn't long, but still, a scene or two. But yeah, him. Well, I think he can do Superman. He's definitely looks like Superman. You can do Superman stuff with him. And he looks like Superman. He's got a voice like Superman. Some of the people that were out there had very deep, very dark sounding voices. He's got a nice blend that's very familiar but very different at the same time. And he's big. He's got the build for Superman. Being that he's on True Blood, he has to keep a build, and he does. He keeps it very well. But he's not too big. He's not big and muscular to where the point of where he's Clark Kent, he looks way too big. He's nice and lean, which I prefer the lean look of Superman. Not the Brennan Ralph look, but the look that's in Superman Earth 1, probably my favorite Superman story of all time, which I think the movie needs to draw some aspects from Superman Earth 1. But yeah, that's who I think should play Superman as of right now. Who I think should play the other cast is so Lois Lane. Lois Lane's a very hard person to cast. I've heard Natalie Portman thrown out there, and that'd be pretty good. I can see Natalie Portman doing it. Would I want to? I don't know. Natalie Portman is. Don't get me wrong. I think she's my favorite actress. Natalie Portman is, but I just don't know if I want to see her in Lois Lane. Well, she was supposed to play Lois Lane in Superman Returns, but of course that went to Kate Bosworth, who really did a very bad job as Lois Lane. But yeah, I've also heard Anne Hathaway. I don't want Anne Hathaway as Lois Lane. I cannot see her, and I really definitely don't want her. I think Rachel McAdams would be a good Lois Lane. For multiple reasons. If you've seen her in Morning Glory, she can pull off that strong, feisty female character, while at the same time still being can be very, emotional in specific scenes, and that can serve the story very well. I think Rachel McAdams would be a good Lois Lane. That's just my opinion. Jimmy Olsen. Now, this was a very easy one for me, for Jimmy Olsen. I think Shia LaBeouf needs to be Jimmy Olsen. It just seems for them to fit naturally. Now, of course, I know a lot of people would be like, "What, Shia LaBeouf? No, are you crazy?" If you watch Transformers, the first one, not the terrible second one, the first one, he's very much like Jimmy Olsen in that. Just his attitude, the way he talks, his mannerisms, everything's just like Jimmy Olsen. Now, Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor is very, he works or he doesn't. And he never works as the main villain. Lex Luthor never needs to be the main villain, ever. He doesn't need to get in this big suit or hit Superman with kryptonite or something. No. Lex Luthor needs to be a businessman. He needs to be like, in this universe, he needs to be like a, I can't think of the dude's name. But yeah, he needs to be a well-known man. He needs to be one of those men who's famous for being rich. He needs to be a Bill Gates in this universe, minus the charity. He needs to be very popular. He needs to be very, very rich. People need to know him for, doing all these innovations and, technical advancements in technology. And I just said technical advancements in technology, but yeah. He needs to be very good. And who I think should play him? John Hamm, who people have been saying for Superman, but no, I don't think he should be Superman. I think he'd be a good Lex Luthor. I think he'd be a wonderful Lex Luthor. And he needs to be in a supporting role. He does not need to be main villain. He needs to have business with the main antagonist and whatnot, but he does not need to be the main villain. Now, those are really the only people that I have that I think should play. Who do I think should be the villain? I think Brainiac should be the villain. I've heard Zod. Zod could be good, but I don't think he should be the villain. I think Brainiac needs to be the villain. And I really think that could lead to Lex Luthor becoming evil, in a way. Being that, whenever Superman comes on the scene, which I hope that's what this is just really, the movie is all about Superman coming on the scene. I don't want a big, this is why he becomes Superman. I want it like, it's just him coming on the scene. Now, I definitely want some emotional stuff from Clark Kent, and I want a Clark Kent that's much more, not as quirky and whatnot. I mean, he still needs to be geeky and, kind of needs to be shy and whatnot, but more so like the Earth 1 story and not like the Christopher Reeve version. Now, with Brainiac, because whenever Superman comes on the scene, Lex Luthor is going to naturally gravitate towards him, because Lex Luthor is power hungry, and he's going to naturally gravitate towards Superman, who's full of power, and he's going to enjoy that. And then Brainiac comes along, Superman defeats Brainiac, and it gets down to the point of he needs to destroy Brainiac. Lex Luthor could come up and say, "Don't. Give him to me. We can learn so much from him. He could save everyone. Please just don't destroy him. We have so much potential with this." And Superman be like, "Sorry, it's too much power. Just destroy him." Now, this could lead from Lex Luthor to pretty much having a grudge towards Superman, and that leading into other things like the idea that Superman has all this power and he doesn't share it with the world and whatnot, and that could be a very interesting idea for Lex Luthor. And with Jimmy Olsen, I think Jimmy Olsen needs to play more of a friend. Not only because Jimmy Olsen's very, very limited in his role in these stories, and I think he needs to play more of a best friend figure to Clark Kent, because Clark Kent doesn't have any friends, really. I mean, he has Lois and, Jimmy, but he doesn't have a best friend, doesn't have someone that he goes and he hangs out with. And I think Jimmy Olsen could really be put in that role and do wonders, especially played by Shia LaBeouf. And, that's what I think about the film. I think that Zack Snyder and Chris Nolan are going to do a phenomenal job, and that's just what my opinions are on casting, and very happy with Superman being rebooted. He definitely needs a reboot. So, yeah. That's my opinion. So, yeah, I'm Connor, and I'll see you later.